The third thing that all professional players do when they hit a two-handed backhand is they swing to contact. And they swing to contact by doing three things. They push off their outside leg and get their heel up. They rotate their upper body back towards the net. And they swing the contact by dropping the racket down and swinging forward. Now, before I talk about exactly how that's done, I want to discuss the position I'm in behind me. Let's focus on my feet because they haven't moved since I pivoted and turned my shoulders. And if I wanted to, I could swing to contact from this position I'm in here, or I could step into the court with my inside foot like I'm doing now. And this is called a neutral stance. The stance I was previously in was called the open stance. We're not going to discuss those in great length at this point. What I want to emphasize is that I can hit either way. I can hit with the stance I was in at the completion of my pivot and shoulder turn, or I can hit in the stance I am in now. And I recommend that you take the step in like I just did because in my opinion, it's easier to learn how to hit a two-handed backhand if you step in. It makes the shot easier to put together. So before you execute the three steps that I'm about to talk about, take this step into the court, put yourself in the neutral stance. Now let's get back to exactly how you get to your contact point from your prepared position. To get to your contact point, you have to do three things. First, you have to push off your outside foot, transfer your weight forward, and get your back heel up. Second, you need to rotate your upper body back towards the net. And third, you need to swing forward with your tennis racket to your contact point. So I'm going to shadow the motion. We'll see what that looks like. The first thing is I transfer my weight forward onto my front foot and the heel of my back foot comes up. Now getting your heel up is going to help with the second step, which is to rotate your upper body back towards the net. The third thing is to swing forward to your contact point with your tennis racket. If we rewind it to the end of my preparation, you'll notice that the racket drops down and then swings forward, and the path my racket travels along kind of looks like the letter C. Now at my contact point, which is right here, you'll notice that my racket, my contact point is about waist high. It's out in front of my body a little bit, and if I were to hit the tennis ball, the strings would be flat on the back of the ball. Now clipping to the front perspective, we'll watch it from this angle, and you can see when I swing forward to my contact point, again the heel comes up, weight comes forward onto my front foot, I rotate my body back towards the net, and going back to the start, the racket drops down and then swings forward. And when I get to my contact point right here, again, racket's about waist level, out in front of my body, and if I were to hit the ball, the strings would be flat against the back of the tennis ball. Now we'll watch Frank Salazar swing to his contact point on the FYB TV screen. From the completion of his preparation, and notice that he's in the neutral stance now, he's stepped into the court, he's going to push off his outside foot, his back foot, heel comes up, and that helps him rotate his body back towards the net, so he's more or less facing the net at contact here. If we rewind it, now we'll focus on the path his tennis racket travels along. The racket drops down and then swings forward, and again it kind of looks like he's tracing out a C with his tennis racket as he swings up to the tennis ball. If we clip to the overhead perspective, this will give you a pretty good idea of the rotation Frank gets when he swings forward. He pushes off the back foot and the heel comes up, and that really helps him turn back towards the net as he drops the racket down and swings forward. And again, like I had said before, the racket, although you can't see it from this perspective, is about waist high. It's about in line with his front foot, and the strings are flat on the back of the tennis ball. Now let's look at some media of Sasha Jones and see how she swings to her contact point from her prepared position. In this first shot, we've got her at the completion of her preparation, and we're going to focus on her feet and her upper body to start. As she swings forward, she pushes off her outside foot, her left foot, because she is right-handed. Her heel comes up, and her upper body rotates back towards the net as she swings. Now let's go to the FYB TV screen, and this is a back perspective of Sasha hitting her two-handed backhand, and we'll focus on the path the tennis racket travels along. Her racket is angled up a little bit at the completion of her preparation, but she's going to drop it down and then swing forward to her contact point during this step. And just like myself, just like Frank, the path the racket travels along looks kind of like a C. And you can sort of see it from this perspective. The racket, she's making contact. She's just made contact out in front of her body, more or less in line with her front foot. and the strings were flat on the back of the ball when she made contact.